All right, welcome to lesson 2 on fables. This is parts of a fable. Now, yesterday we started by talking about what a fable is and the characteristics of a fable, but to define a fable, we have a short fictional story with a moral at the end. Now, we had 5 characteristics that we talked about in lesson 1. These 5 characteristics are that fables are short. There are usually only a few characters, and usually a good guy and a bad guy, or even just one or the other. Characters have personification, which means that we have animals or inanimate objects that can talk or do things like people. Fables always have a problem in them, like something is going wrong or the character needs to learn about something. And then fables also have a moral, which is the lesson at the end. Now, because fables are usually very short stories, they often have a simple beginning, middle, and end. So today what we're going to do is we're going to read a short fable and we're going to decide what the 3 main parts of this fable are. So we have the fox and the crow. A crow had just found a delicious piece of cheese on a picnic table. She landed in a tree and prepared to eat this tasty morsel. But just then a sly fox happened to be passing by. The fox spotted the crow and thought about how much he would really like to eat that piece of cheese. "Madame Crow," called the fox, "you are a sight for sore eyes. My, but you are looking beautiful today." Now, the fox had the crow's attention now, most certainly. And the crow looked down from the tree, and the fox continued, "You must be the most beautiful animal in all the forest. Now, rabbits, I grant you, they're pretty. And frogs may be fetching too. But you, Madame Crow, you are without a doubt the most lovely of creatures, with your slick black feathers, your shiny eyes. I wonder if your song is as glorious as you are. I would just give anything to hear you sing, Madame Crow." So at this, the crow puffed up her chest, threw back her head, fluttered her wings, and began to sing, "Caw, caw, caw, caw." Of course, the cheese fell out of the crow's beak. The fox caught it before it even hit the ground. Then he turned and trotted away in search of a pleasant place to eat a big, tasty chunk of cheese. What a sly fox. So, we just need to think about what are the main parts of this story. Here are our 3 options for first, next, and last. We have the crow is deceived by the fox, sings her song, and loses her food. A fox sees a crow about to eat a delicious-looking piece of food. Or the fox flatters the crow by saying nice things to her. So if we think about what happened first in this story, we know that if we look back at the story, a crow had just found a delicious piece of cheese and a fox happened to be passing by. So our first part of this story is that a fox sees a crow about to eat a delicious looking piece of food. Now the next part of the story, the fox starts saying all sorts of nice things to the crow. When you are flattering someone, it means that you're saying nice things about them. And the fox is saying things like, "Wow, you're beautiful, and I bet that you have a beautiful song as well." And so our next part of the story is that the fox flatters the crow by saying nice things to her. Which means that at the end of our story, the crow is deceived by the fox, sings her song, and loses her food. In a fable, we have a very simple beginning, middle, and end. We're looking for the beginning, middle, and end of a fable to tell us what happens and what are the main parts of a story, which then teaches us a lesson. And in this fable, we happen to learn that maybe we shouldn't always listen to people who are flattering us because they might have an ulterior motive, like maybe eating our piece of cheese.